안녕하세요. 혜연여고의 진학과입니다. 오늘은 코네티컷대학교, 명문대학교, 동부의 명문대학교인 코네티컷대학교의 입학처장님이신 번 씨를 모시고 한번 학교에 대해서 알아보도록 하겠습니다. 안녕하세요. Hello. Nice to meet you.
Great meeting you. Thank you for having me. My name is Vern Granger. I serve as the Director of Admissions at the University of Connecticut, located in Storrs, Connecticut. But we also have campuses all throughout the state of Connecticut.
자, 그럼 먼저 이제 코네티컷 대학교는 굉장히 이제 명문대학교, 동부의 명문 주립대학교라고 불리는데 왜 코네티컷 대학교를 명문대학교라고 할 수 있을까요?
Yeah, John, that's a great question.
Yeah.
And we get asked that a lot, and I'm sure your viewers are interested in learning more about the University of Connecticut. We are a very prestigious university. We are considered a Research One university, which is the highest level of classification that a university can get in the United States. The University of Connecticut's main campus is located in Storrs, Connecticut, which is in the northeastern part of the state of Connecticut. But we also have campuses throughout the state of Connecticut. We have them in Stamford, which is close to New York City, Hartford, which is our state capital. We also have campuses in Avery Point, as well as our Waterbury campus. The great thing about our university are the tremendous opportunities that we're able to provide students who are looking at the University of Connecticut. We have students who come from all over the country, all over the United States, as well as all over the world who are enrolling at the University of Connecticut. The strong academic programs that we have are definitely a great draw to students thinking about the university, and all of the great support opportunities that we have as well. And all of those things, I think, in combination are why the University of Connecticut has such high rankings as far as our reputation, how well we prepare students for life after graduation.
예. 자, 그렇다면 이렇게 명문대학교인 코네티컷 대학교를 잘 이제 성공적으로 유학 생활을 하려면 어떤 것들을 이렇게 준비해야 될까요?
Yeah, so there are different ways that a student can prepare themselves academically to be successful at the university. The main way I would say would be to make sure they are challenging themselves at the school that they are enrolled at. So making sure that they are taking a challenging course load, that they are taking math courses, science courses, English courses, or some type of foreign language. Those are going to be the things, and doing well in those courses are going to be some of the ways that a student can prepare themselves for the rigor, what they are going to be taking part in academically speaking at the University of Connecticut.
이 코네티컷 대학교에서 특별히 추천하고 싶은 어떤 한국 학생이 맞는 전공이 어떤 거가 있을까요?
So at our university, we have a lot of different academic programs to choose from. So we have over 115 different majors to choose from at the undergraduate level. And there are programs as popular as our programs in our School of Business. We also have strong programs in our College of Engineering, many different academic options to choose from. We also have a School of Nursing as well. We have programs like our School of Pharmacy that provide tremendous opportunities for those students who are looking for those programs in our science areas. So pharmacy is a great choice for students to be thinking about. Also, programs in our allied health and our health sciences program are also very, very popular for students who are applying to the University of Connecticut. Our largest college at the University of Connecticut is our College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and it offers a diversity of different programs such as biology, chemistry, but also programs like communications or psychology. Those are also programs that are very, very popular at the university. I will add that the University of Connecticut back in the 1880s when we were founded in our agricultural programs. And so programs in agriculture as well as natural sciences are also very, very popular choice of our prospective applicants to the university.
최근에 이제 뉴스나 이런 데를 보면 이제 학생 비자가 미국에서 뭐 취소가 되기도 한다. 뭐 이런 이슈가 되게 많아서 부모님들이 걱정하시는데 어떤 거기에 대한 의견이 좀 있으시면 좀 말씀 좀 부탁드리겠습니다.
Yeah, thank you for asking that question because I know that it is on the minds of many of your students and families out there. And if you're following the press, sometimes it can seem very, very scary with the news that may be reported about life in the United States. The first thing I want to start off with is that our university is a very welcoming, a very safe environment. One of the things we hear from our students very, very often is how safe they feel walking from campus, building to building, walking around campus. They never feel uncomfortable. They never feel unsafe. And so the university, one of the hallmarks of our educational experience is the global education environment. And what that means is that we do a great job of preparing our students for life and competing in the global environment. And then the final thing I'll say for students and families out there is that we have an office on campus, our Center for International Scholars and Students, and they will help our students with things like maneuvering through the visa process. So our students who are planning on studying as an F1 visa holder at the United States, they can feel very comfortable in reaching out to that office if they're having questions about the visa process, forms that they need to supply, documentation that they need to supply. What we're hearing right now is from our students who've been enrolling at UConn from places like Korea and throughout Asia is that they have not been reporting many challenges as far as the availability of interviews, visa interviews, the approval of those visas.
실제로 이제 그 미국에서 특별히 이제 유콘이 있는 그 지역이 굉장히 안전한 지역이기도 하고요. 실제로 이게 비자 캔슬이라든가 이런 케이스가 정말 드문 케이스를 사실 이제 뉴스에 나온 거기 때문에 이렇게 많이 알려진 거지 실제로는 그런 케이스가 거의 없다고 생각하시면 됩니다. 코네티컷 대학교가 한 캠퍼스만 있는 게 아니라 여러 개의 캠퍼스를 갖고 있는 걸로 알고 있는데 각 캠퍼스 이제 뭐 위치라든가 어떤 특징이라든가 이런 것 좀 소개를 부탁드리겠습니다.
Yeah, so one of the things that we speak about a lot at the University of Connecticut is that one UConn experience. And what that means is that no matter which campus your students are enrolled at, they're going to get the same high quality UConn experience. And so it all starts at our main campus, which is located in Storrs, Connecticut. Storrs is located in the northeastern part of the state of Connecticut. Our environment is your traditional New England type environment. It's a very bucolic type setting, very serene. Again, very easy for students to get around. And what they will find is that the university is the community. And so everything in the area is really centered around the University of Connecticut. And in making sure that our students have the most optimal student experience. But again, I talk about the one UConn experience, and we are very, very proud of the fact that we have access and educational opportunities all throughout the state of Connecticut. And so we have 4 regional campuses all throughout the state. We have one located in Hartford, Connecticut, which is the state capital in the state of Connecticut. Hartford is home to a number of government agencies, and it is known as the insurance capital of the United States. And so great internship opportunities available for students at our Hartford campus. And so we have our UConn Hartford campus. A little to the west of that is our UConn Waterbury campus. Our Waterbury campus focuses on many different programs, but one of the programs I want to make sure that your students and families are aware of is our Allied Health program. And it's one of the campuses that a student can earn a degree in allied health sciences, that as well as the Storrs campus. For those students who are looking for more of an urban environment, we have our UConn Stamford campus. Stamford is located a very, very short train ride from New York City, and we have residence halls on our Stamford campus. A number of our business programs, our engineering programs, students can earn a degree at our Stamford campus. And again, for those students who want more of the urban environment, who want to have that quick, easy access to New York City, our Stamford campus is going to be something that would be appealing to them. And then our final campus that I want to mention is our Avery Point campus. Our UConn Avery Point campus is located in Groton, Connecticut. It is located on the coastline of Connecticut. And one of the popular programs at our UConn Avery Point campus, students who are looking to study in our marine sciences program, we are allowing them to be able to earn a degree at our UConn Avery Point campus. And one of the advantages to the campus change process is that students do not need to submit a whole new application. The campus change process begins with a student conversation with their advisor at their regional campus, who will review their courses that they've been enrolled in, talk about the program they are looking to enroll in at the university, and can advise them if they are on track to be able to go through the campus change process. Typically, students are able to begin thinking about the campus change process after 2 semesters of study at the university, but typically it's going to be more like 3 to 4 semesters that a student would be able to go through the campus change process from any one of our regional campuses to the main campus at Storrs. But again, as I said at the beginning, they don't have to do a new application because they are changing from one UConn campus to another UConn campus.
코네티컷 대학교에 이렇게 입학을 하려면 어떤 조건이 필요하고 학교는 과연 이제 어떤 점을 좀 보고 학생을 뽑는지, 그다음에 학비나 자금도 주는지 한번 궁금합니다. 예.
So our admissions process, it starts with our holistic review of an application. And what a holistic review means is that there's not just one sole factor that we're making an admission decision in. So we will be looking at factors such as the rigor, the strength of the type of courses that a student is enrolled in, and their academic achievement. Typically, a competitive student is going to be someone who has taken a challenging course load, has the equivalent of a B plus grade average in their work in high school. And so those are going to be the first 2 things that I want to make sure to talk about. As an institution, we are what's considered test optional. And test optional means that the SAT or the ACT exam, 2 of the primary standardized exams that American universities will use in their evaluation, test optional means that it is not required for a student to submit those exams in order to be considered for admissions. And not only for admissions, we are test optional for our honors program consideration, for our merit scholarship consideration, as well as our special programs that are pre-professional type pathway programs that students can apply for consideration. So test optional across the board. But we also, as a part of our holistic review process, we are considering many other factors. So we look at students' personal statements or their essays, and we want to learn more about the student and their experiences because they're important as we're evaluating an application. Letters of recommendation are very valuable because they are what we consider endorsements from neutral individuals who can speak about a student's ability to be successful at the University of Connecticut. So we would encourage students to submit those pieces of information. English proficiency is going to be a requirement of students whose primary school of instruction or the country where they are from is not English. And so there are many different ways that a student can demonstrate English proficiency, whether it be through the TOEFL exam, Duolingo, if they took the SAT or the ACT exam, a particular section of those exams can allow a student to satisfy English proficiency that way. And so English proficiency is another piece of our evaluation process as we're considering an application for admissions. And again, typically a well-rounded student, a student who has challenged themselves, who has the equivalent of a good B to B plus grade average, is going to be a student who is going to be competitive in our application review process. And so now I want to talk a little more about cost and financing a UConn education. So the total cost for a student are going to be about $68,000 US dollars for a year of study at the University of Connecticut. As far as funding a UConn education, I think it's important that your students are aware that as a university, we do award merit-based scholarships, and the application, as I mentioned, is the same application that they use for admissions purposes. So by submitting a complete admissions application, we will not only be using that for our admissions consideration, but it will also allow your students to get considered for our merit-based scholarships that we have at the university.
그렇다면 이제 이렇게 학생들이 잘 이렇게 졸업을 하고 과연 이제 근처에서 이제 취업처라든가 취업 상황이라든가 이런 건 어떤가요?
Yeah, so I know jobs and employment is on the mind of not only students, but the families who are listening to this.
Yeah.
And so one of the great things about our institution is that we do a great job of preparing students for life after graduation. So while they're a student at the university, because of our different academic programs that we have and the tremendous internship opportunities, those opportunities to work at companies and get that great experience are some of the benefits for study at the University of Connecticut. Our university is located centrally between New York City and Boston. And what that offers is for our students to be able to take advantage of those internship opportunities in places like New York or Boston or in the state or in Hartford or Stamford. And so getting those great experiences while they're a student at the university are going to be very, very valuable. We are a Research One university, which means one of the things that benefits our students is that our undergrads are going to be able to take advantage of research opportunities while they're an undergraduate at the university. So those research experiences that employers really like to see on students' resumes, they're going to be a part of the academic experience that a student is taking advantage of while they're at the university. And then when they graduate, again, I mentioned New York City and Boston. Those are two very popular areas that our graduates will end up moving on to. But because of the strength of our educational experience, we have employers who will be coming onto our campus regularly to interview UConn students. Our students are truly marketable all over the United States, and for that matter, all throughout the world. So we have graduates who are doing great things in companies all throughout the United States and all throughout the world.
지금까지 우리 그 코네티컷 대학교의 입학처 처장님이신 되게 높으신 분인데 제가 특별히 오신다고 해서 이렇게 영상을 촬영했습니다. 이렇게 버언 씨를 모시고 같이 이야기를 나눴습니다. 지금까지 이렇게 많은 정보들을 감사합니다. Thank you very much.
So please do not hesitate to visit our website or email us if you have any questions or want to learn more about the university or have any questions. So thank you very much for the time to speak to your students.
Yeah, bye-bye.